all of you who are committed humanitarians supporting our foundation. And as has been alluded to earlier by our constitutional area leader, VJ, when I said that I had some time and I wanted to be with the Good Lions in India, I designated that Multiple District 317 must be on my visitation list. So, Multiple District Council Chair Krishna, thank you as well for welcoming me here amongst all your Good Lions. I won't repeat protocol. I do want to say how much I appreciate each of you who has taken on a leadership role this year, and each of you who continues to lead by example, regardless of the title of the year. You know, this year, as I look ahead at what we're going to achieve with our foundation, I know that you will be proudly proclaiming your status at the end of this year again. You know, when Council Chair Krishna proudly brought me the statistics sheet, first, you know, in all of India, and second in Assam, and third in the world, I was sitting there thinking, it's great that your lions are here on the podium of achievement. And I can't wait to see where you finish at the end of this year. Now, when we think about LCIF, one of the jobs I enjoy so very much is simply being given the opportunity to appreciate our donors. There would be no foundation without you. It would be an empty bank account. You know, the vast majority of all of our funding, which empowers all these wonderful projects, comes from individual donors like you. Yes, we have some lovely corporate partners and some great donations that come from them. But truly, the foundation exists because of donors, because of humanitarians like you. So give yourselves some appreciation. As Lions, you understand that giving matters. When you first became a Lion, that might not have been your first thought. Am I right? It took you a while to even learn about our foundation. And then to understand that right here in India, for every dollar that is given, approximately $3 come back into the country. So when you invest $1, you can expect it to multiply to not double, but to treble. And what a great investment that is. You were looking for some statistics, my good friend DJ. My accounting says that in the last 10 years, how many grants do you think have come into this multiple? Let's only talk about this multiple district. How many grants in 10 years? I know, you're trying to search your mind as you think about all the projects, right? If I asked the district governors of the last 10 years, past district governors of the last 10 years, give me a wave. Yes, there you are, past district governors. You helped to administer those grants. 81. Wow. 81 grants came to this multiple district. And those grants often were matched by your funds here on the ground, but the money that was added to your investment was $3.77 million US in this multiple. Oh, come on, let's be a little more enthusiastic than that. Everywhere I go, I'm told this is incredible, India. Is this incredible, India?
Yes!
All right, well then let's be proud of that. Let's act like this is incredible, India. In fact, Vamsi, could you please bring me my bag that's right there by my chair? And while he brings that bag, I want to tell you how much I appreciate that you make me feel welcome every time I come to your country. Okay, now let's talk about incredible India. You know, what you are doing here is outstanding. You give to the foundation and the foundation gives back. You embark on these projects. You hold the record for schools that you run, hospitals that you run. Your record was Sight First. Your record with humanitarian and disaster relief. And where you are expanding now, as you grow your commitment into the diabetes area, into childhood cancer, what you are doing is making your mark. What you are doing is changing the world. And you are doing that through your service, but your service is coupled with, partnered with, empowered by, and enhanced by the foundation grants that you receive. So thank you for investing into the fund. Now, I was thinking about some of the numbers and how important they are. How many accountants in the room? Oh, be proud. How many accountants? Yes, I see you. CAs. How many CAs? Okay, now, I have to speak the right version of English. The numbers do count. The numbers matter. You have 676 clubs in your multiple district, my good council chair? Yes. Imagine the power of giving if each and every one of those clubs simply committed to donating $1,000. Okay, the math is easy. You add 3 zeros. Yes. What I want to talk about very briefly today is something that is new in LCIF, new in the last 4 years. All of the grants that we are familiar with, the grants that you count on for vision work, for humanitarian work, for your projects, those are given to your district or directly to the multiple district. But 4 years ago, we established the district and club community impact grants. That means every club can be eligible for a grant from LCIF. Now this is news, and not many of your clubs are using this yet. Now, I mentioned your 676 clubs. I challenge that maybe every club could give $1,000. But if every club reached the threshold of $5,000, what is that? If your club has 40 members, is that manageable? Is that possible? Are you incredible? Yes. Okay, well then it's definitely possible. If that happened, then every one of those clubs would be eligible for the Club Impact Grant. They could simply write the application and receive 15% of their club's giving back right in the community. So I'm asking you to do a little bit of homework. This is my call to action for you. We're here to celebrate tonight. We're going to recognize our donors, but please take this information back to every one of your clubs. Make sure every club knows that if they reach that threshold of giving, that money is there for them to use right in their own projects. Not only the district, but right at the club. And that really, I think, will help us to educate our clubs about the power, the absolute power of giving. You have a wonderful quote from Mother Teresa about how important giving is, but how important it is to give with love. I know that every one of you gives because you are passionate about the service projects that we have here in this multiple district. You're passionate about helping even your neighbors outside the multiple district. And when you see, okay, we're here in monsoon season. I've seen the flooding. When you see the flooding that is happening perhaps in Brazil, or when you witness the earthquake in Turkey, when you see this on the news, you know that your support for the foundation is helping your fellow Lions all around the world. You know the reasons for giving, and you give because of your passion. But remember what it was like when you were a first-year Lion. You were a brand new Lion. You didn't even remember what PDG, VDG, PID meant. You were just learning about being a Lion. And now, because of Mission 1.5, we have so many new Lions in your home clubs. They are learning about being Lions. Please go back and educate them about our foundation. Please give them the opportunity to be a Melvin Jones Fellow, to contribute, perhaps in the beginning at the $200 or $300 level, to receive their President's Special Pin. There are so many ways we can make a difference. But in closing, I want to share with you a story that I told last week in Mumbai about the impact your work has. You see, many years ago, I was visiting with the Lions in London, England. And at that time, one of the Lions was very passionate about Lions Quest and about more Lions clubs being needed in England and about growing Lionism. And I was there for a 3-day convention. Every time I met him, he wanted to talk to me about Lions Foundation. And I said, why are you so passionate? He says, you don't understand. You don't understand. I said, well, explain. He said, you see, I grew up in India. Have you ever been to India? And I said, yes. He says, yes, but have you ever been to a slum? And I said, yes. The good Lions took me to visit their projects. He said, yes, but have you ever been to a Lions Quest school in a slum? And I said, yes, I have. And he said, oh, then let me explain. I grew up in a slum. I grew up in a Lions Quest school. I grew up where the Lions gave me my lunch, my uniform, my education. They gave me a future. They did that because there were Lions, and there was Lions Quest, and there was the foundation. They did all of that, and then they gave me a scholarship. And I am a successful businessman today in London, England, proud to be a Lion because of the incredible Lions in India. So when you give just a few dollars, or you give as much as you can, we don't always know where the impact will take those young people. We don't always know the impact of one vision screening that opens up education to someone who couldn't see, or a Lions Quest school that gives an opportunity to a young person. We don't always know the impact of our giving, but I'm here to tell you tonight, your impact is boundless. Your impact lasts for years. Your impact gives every year. And your impact is incredible. Thank you.
Thank you so much for your inspiring words, Dr. Hill. I'd like to invite the organizing committee to please honor our chief guest of the day, Dr. Patti Hill.
You want me to stay?